All right, y'all. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai. And in this video, I wanted to address a certain topic concerning whether or not people can use microwaves on the Sabbath. Now, disclaimer: before I get into it, even after the information I'm going to give, it's still your decision on whether or not you want to use a microwave or you want to, just do whatever you want on the Sabbath. As long as you're not cooking on the Sabbath, as long as you have food already made for you and prepared, or whatever it may be, or you're not cooking anything, then you're all good. But there may be people who want to know about this whole microwave situation. I'm going to explain it to them and kind of go deep into it to really break it down, like scientifically, that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's go get into it. Let's go get into it. All right. So the verse I'm going to bring up is Exodus 35:3. Exodus 35:3, and it reads, "Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day." Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. All right. So, firstly, you got to understand, what does the word kindle mean? What does it mean? So, when you go into that definition of the word kindle, it means to light or set on fire. To light or set on fire. So, a microwave, when you use it, you're not setting anything on fire at all. Most microwaves, or nearly all microwaves, are powered by electricity. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how this using microwaves does not apply to this verse because you are not kindling a fire in a microwave. There are ways where you can kindle a fire in a microwave, but when you're just heating up food or whatever that's pre-made or that's pre-cooked or whatever, you're just heating it up to make it warm. You're not kindling a fire. Okay, so like I said, that word kindle means to light or set on fire. All right. So when you go into just videos, when you just look up kindling a fire on YouTube and you see videos, you mainly see people using wood. All right. They're using wood, using a fireplace, because there are many ways you can kindle a fire, but the main way that people do it is by using wood. They take, what I'm saying, some trees or whatever, chop it down, make a fireplace, burn a match. They may take some lighter fluid, put it on a coal when they're using the grill, and then light a match on that. There's many ways you can kindle a fire, but if you are not seeing the actual flames or whatever, um, from a microwave, then you're not kindling a fire. Okay, so the way to actually kindle a fire, you gotta actually like see these orange flames like this. All right, that's the way to kindle a fire. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a video where there is certain instances where a microwave can kindle a fire. But like I said, when you're heating up food, it does not kindle a fire at all. It's just using electricity to make the food hot. All right, and I'm gonna even show y'all the difference between electricity and fire. How electricity is not fire, but electricity can cause a fire. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna break it down though. Okay. So when you look at this video, all right, and everybody knows when you use a microwave, there are certain things that you shouldn't put in there. If you put metal, iron, aluminum foil, spoons, forks, any silverware, when you put those type things in the microwave, or any just dangerous item in the microwave that could cause a fire, or it'll basically like probably blow up the microwave, or it'll just cause a fire, as you'll see in this video. All right. So, like I said, microwaves are powered by electricity. I'm gonna show you how electricity isn't fire in a minute, but microwaves are powered by electricity. Electricity can cause a fire based off what it reacts with. So when you mix electricity, or if you connect electricity to, like I say, aluminum foil or whatever, then it's going to like cause a fire. And I'm gonna show you in this video, right? He's not going to use aluminum foil mug or something, but this mug, I guess the products that the mug was made out of is going to cause a fire. So I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. In this scenario, a fire can be kindled by a microwave. When you're heating up food in a microwave, it's not kindling a fire. Okay. Look right there, those little sparks or whatever. You see those little sparks? That's when the fire is beginning. This is kindling a fire right here. So whenever you see an actual fire start like this, that is when it's kindling a fire. Okay, that's when the microwave is kindling a fire. But if the microwave is just heating up the food, there's no fire, there's no sparks at all, there's no fire at all. It's just heat and light. That's all. That's all it is. then you're not kindling a fire. But once again, it just depends on what electricity reacts with. And that's like a scientific, like, what I'm saying, I guess, topic where, when you have electricity or certain things react with certain things, it may cause something else. All right. So when you mix electricity with some type of like electricity with metal, aluminum foil, iron, whatever it may be, when you put those things in the microwave and heat it up, it's going to cause a fire just like this. All right. So it's not kindling fire at all. Okay. Now, to even go deeper into it, into how our ancestors did it, because there was an article I read that talked about how our ancestors, how they used coal. And what I mean by coal is this: they use coal. Everybody should know what coal is, but that's stuff that people use to on the grill. They use coal as a way to keep their food warm or heat up their food. That was kind of like their ancient version of a microwave. Basically, they didn't have the same thing that we had today, but they had to use whatever they had. They had to use the natural resources like coal, trees, rocks, all that stuff to basically make a fire or to at least conduct heat. Okay, so when you look right here, I looked up something right here, but I'm gonna read this in a minute. But I'm gonna get to this article real quick. Let me see if I can find it on my phone real quick. But let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So let's see if I can find it real quick. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna just kind of read from a certain point, and then I'm kind of wrap it up a little bit. I only have like a few minutes left to make this video, but the article, it says this command was made in Exodus 35:3 to not kindle any fire in any of your dwelling places on the Sabbath. From this verse, we know that the order of the day was during the time of the Exodus, during our ancestors coming out of Egypt. How did they live? With open fire pits and ovens. So he's explaining, what I'm saying, like I said, how our ancestors, how they did things. Like I said, they used actual natural resources. They didn't have the same things we had, obviously, right? It said these required wood to burn and keep burning. They didn't have matches in those days, and thus the whole episode surrounding the action of kindling involved the labor, intensive work of starting a fire. Skip down a little bit. It said the whole focus is on the kindle part. It is not on the cooking or heating aspect of a fire. So today we have electricity flowing through the wires and gas flowing through the piping of our homes. The kindle has already taken place. So basically, like he's saying, when it comes down to just kindling a fire, or how some people may not understand that, for example, at homes or whatever, whenever you use hot water, there's electricity that's making that water hot. All right. So you're not kindling a fire when you're using that electricity, even though if the electricity reacts with something else, it can cause a fire, but you're only heating up the water with electricity when you make hot water. You're not causing a fire. You're not kindling a fire with wood or matches or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue. The electricity and gas is always there and available to us. The best way to describe this is take it back to the ancient example again. He's going to explain how in the ancient times how they use coal to conduct electricity. All right. So it says in ancient times, people did not necessarily have to kindle a fire every morning to get the day started. It was a common practice and actually quite logical for coal to be maintained throughout the night and day so that the process of kindling a fire would not have to be undertaken so often. We have the example of the altar, which was always maintained, never allowed to burn. The children of Israel no doubt took hold of this principle that Yahweh showed them concerning his altar and applied this to their fires too. It makes sense why I go through the labor of okay, blah, blah, blah. Coals could be transported from one fire to another. All right. So the whole point is that basically he's saying that like coals were like the modern day or like the ancient version of microwaves. Because like I said, I'm showing you right here with this little piece of information. It says coal-fired power plants burn coal to make steam, and steam turns turbines. Machines generating from rotary mechanical power to generate electricity. So coals can be used to generate electricity. Now, electricity is not fire. Like I said, there's a difference between fire and electricity. Electricity can cause a fire depending on what you connect it to or what it reacts with it, but it is not fire though. All right. So it says many industries and businesses have their own power plants, and some use coal to generate electricity for their own use, and mostly in combined heat and power plants. So electricity is used to conduct heat. All right. Same way how fire can be used to conduct heat. Same way how steam, hot water. There's a lot of things you can use to conduct heat. But is it kindling a fire though? No. All right. Now another question I had to think to myself was, like I said, is electricity fire? All right. So right here, according to whatever this is, it says electricity is the transfer of electrons along a wire. Fire is the reaction of a substance with the oxygen. All right. So it's showing you the distinct difference between electricity and fire. Like I said, with the microwave, microwaves are powered by electricity, but they do not cause a fire. Let's say if you were to take an outlet and pour water on that outlet, you're gonna cause a fire because of the fact that you're trying to like react certain things together, and it's gonna maybe like either cause an outage or it's gonna cause sparks to like make a fire basically. You know what I'm saying? So when you take aluminum foil, like I said, forks, things like that, and put it in the microwave, and when it reacts to that electricity, it's going to cause a fire. But you're not kindling a fire when you put food in there. So there's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, like electricity, fire, coals, all that stuff, just all this information taken into consideration and letting you know how basically it is okay to use a microwave. Why? Because you are not technically kindling a fire, you're just using heat. Another thing you can do, for example, right, if you're just like in survival mode, one-on-one or whatever, if you don't have any if you don't know how to like make a fire or whatever, or if your microwave is out, or if you're trying to like heat up your food, your power is out, you can take aluminum foil, take some let's say you have some cold pizza. All right, you don't want to eat your piece of cold, you can take aluminum. Okay, I did this today. You can take aluminum foil and wrap the food in that aluminum foil. And aluminum foil, it basically it conducts heat. All right. So whenever you ball it up or whatever, it's going to make the food inside warm. All right. So just let it sit there for a little while. Obviously not in the cold area. You can take the aluminum foil, wrap the food in the aluminum foil. You can probably put it outside, make sure you have it covered so no bugs will get on it or whatever. And you have to have the sun hit the aluminum foil or whatever. It's going to heat up your food basically. All right. Make it hot. So that's one thing you can do to I guess more warm up food, because once again you're not technically kindling a fire because the sun is already there. The sun is literally a resource that the Most High gave to us for what I'm saying, many things that we can do. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is that when it comes down to microwaves though, microwaves and just certain things they already have, the things that you can use to like heat things up and to like make things hot. But when it comes down to like actually kindling a fire on the Sabbath, the microwave is not doing that. It's just heating up the food, making it hot. That's about it through electrical currents. But it's not using any like actual flame or whatever. But the only way a microwave can catch on fire is if you put certain things in it, like aluminum foil, fork, all that stuff like that, to make it catch on fire. All right. So hopefully this video edifies somebody and help people kind of understand and kind of like breaking down deep in detail into how microwaves work, and also letting you know how our ancestors did things, and just help people understand how you can use a microwave on the Sabbath, because it's not technically cooking anything. It's not kindling a fire at all. But for those, if you do want to use a microwave, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. It's very optional. But as long as you're not cooking anything, as long as you have everything pre-made the day before the Sabbath, and that's the main thing that I also suggest people to do, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But for those who may want to know, you can take this information how you want it. If this was helpful for somebody, hopefully y'all can hopefully it I guess edified you. But if you don't want to use a microwave on the Sabbath, it's all good. You don't have to. It's your decision how you want to do it. So either way, all praise to the Most High for him providing me with this information to help other people understand exactly what's going on with this topic. All right. But I'm gonna end this up and give all praises to Yahweh by Shema Shah. And until next time, shalom.